Alright, so sorry guys. Yeah, sorry, my mic was not working. Yeah, I don't think my mic was working. Alright, so sorry guys. Yeah, I think you can hear me now. Yeah, so I hope my mic was off for some reason on the thingy. But yes, this stream is basically about me showing off what was going to come for the rest of Chapter 5. Because I think it's just time I show people. I've scrapped the rest of Chapter 5, but what I'm going to do on this stream is basically show you what was going to be planned, so you know what was happening this whole time. Just please know, none of this is happening at all, because it's all scrapped, but I will show you what was going to come, yeah. Apologies for my mic not working on the stream. I thought it was working, but it was. But then people were saying in the chat that my mic wasn't working. Yeah, thank you for letting me know. So I want to start for season 5, version 5.1. This is what was going to come in this one, and then and then there was a bunch of other random updates I had planned out. So this was what was going to come in 5.1, guys. It feels weird I'm doing this on a stream, but I'm showing you what was going to come. This is not going to come, but it's just showing you what was going to come in this update. I can see that this map will be missed. By the way, in the Adventurous Royale trailer, it does start off with a scene on the season 5 map. You'll see what will happen. It will it will be kind of cool, actually. It's a cool little cinematic shot of what will happen on the map during the trailer. That's our mini block, obviously. No, like I said, I'm not gonna invite anyone because I'm not actually playing any games, but I'm just gonna show you what was going to come. So this is 5.1. What was meant to come in this update was basically Salty Suburbs was meant to be because the Zero Orb was going more unstable. Salty Suburbs was supposed to have one building here, this first building, turned in desert theme. Now, the idea of a building slowly getting turned into something, this isn't completely scrapped yet, because I'm going to discuss with the developer team if I'm doing a chapter in Adventurous Royale, because one of the season themes I have planned actually might work out well with this. I can't reveal what that theme is, but it might actually work out. I will discuss it with the developer team and see what they think. So the whole idea of a building, yeah, changing and having a whole zone around it, and having some stuff around it. This is not completely scrapped the idea. Might be Adventurous Royale depending on what, and it depends what the map thing. I know people are gonna say there's copies of like Hardy Hatchery, but I'm going to discuss with the developer team and see if they think that's a good idea. Because with Hardy Hatchery, like, not the whole POI is changed it to alien themed, but if I ever do this again, like if I ever do this where a whole building turns, has like a zone around it with stuff with some changes, it'd be the whole. Yeah, this is what sort of Salty was going to change it to Salty Sands. So for example, this meant to change. Oh, okay, I accidentally broke this. I'm going to replace that. Sorry. So this is still the same. Obviously, this was still going to be the same. This modern house was still the same as well. This was going to still be all the same. Yeah, this house was also meant to be still remaining the same. Hopefully probably an hour at least, because I'm showing off all the future seasons that was gonna release. This is also scrap, but I may as well show people what was gonna come. So this building was meant to change in Salty Sands. There was meant to be some desert themed on the outside. And if you come inside this building, this is what it was gonna look like. So you can see it still has the cars and still has some of the barrels. So if you go in this building, it was meant to be like a lot of revamp on the interior. So there was still a couple of bits of interior from the gas station. We saw some barrels here. I think the interior looked really nice. I think this still look really nice. Oh no, Swapboy, you're not on the stream. Oh, Sparks, sorry. I thought Swapboy was in the stream. Oh, I got mixed up. Because both your channel starts with S. Sorry, I got mixed up. Sorry, I thought Swapboy was in the stream. No, because I was probably not reading chat properly. But Sparks, I don't know how long I'm going to be streaming for. Like I think this building looked really cool in the detail, to be honest. So this whole idea of a building having a zone around this was gonna be a thing for this chapter. Might do it next chapter. I'm not so sure. It depends on what I have planned. But like I said, I think you'll like the interior, like I said. So if you come in there, like I said, there was a couple of bits of interior from the gas station still here. Well, the exterior was still the same, but the interior changed to it. So this was flipped over. We had some beds here, we had some boxes here, we got a table here with some barrels, and then we got that. I can't check on my account. What? Wait, well, how come? Wait, Sparks, how come? I think I hid you on my channel when I banned you from the community, so I know that, it's that. I'll sort it after the stream. So then this was always meant to be the detail, and then there was some wooden stairs you could go up to, and it was just basically a bit more tables, you know, and boxes and stuff. I think it looked really, really nice. This is not scrap the whole idea of a zone surrounding building. That is something I am going to discuss with the developer team. Think it's good. I'm just concerned that I think some of them will say no because obviously will be copying what they did with Holly Hatchery. But with Holly Hatchery, not the whole POI was an alien theme. Like there's still like 3 houses that aren't. However, if I do this idea again, if I do decide to do this idea in Adventure Royale, it'd be the whole POI that has it, rather than just a few buildings. Can you add me? Alright. Oh, I'm busy right now trying to show you off the map what's going to come. So yeah, and if I start the game, guys, this was what's going to be a little effect inside the zone. After that, I will show you the rest of the POI is going to look like. So I did actually get the POI finished. I'm just showing you what was roughly going to come. So if you went to this, if this update was going to come out, if you did land at this POI, if you landed, for example, if I landed in this area, this was what was going to be inside the zone. You'd actually get low gravity, and you'd be able to jump around. Now, if I do this Adventurous Royale, it's probably not going to do low gravity unless the developer team think it should. But I think but yeah, it's meant to be like a low gravity effect. As you can see, if I jump, you can see it would just be low gravity. Oh, you'd be able to jump inside of here, which I think is pretty cool. I thought it would be pretty cool if I did do this, but I just decided to scrap it. Yeah, that's pretty much it for this one building. I can show you the rest of them. So, yeah, you'd be able to just jump up and down, and you just basically, you know, when you got dark, you'd be back to normal. We even had the crystal here as well, which I think is cool. Would you be cautious because you jump up here? Maybe? Could you? I don't know, can you jump up here or not? I don't know. Oh, there we go. I couldn't. Right. But yeah, that was pretty much what the POI was going to look like for that start bit. I can show you the rest of the versions. And it was meant to be a slowly developing POI. I will show, there was meant to be an event after as well. I will show you that as well. I was basically here just to show you what was going to be coming throughout the rest of chapter 1. Yeah, it was meant to be low gravity now. The whole idea also regarding zones around buildings, I might discuss that with the developer team if they think I should do that. However, I know I feel like a couple might say no because it's kind of copy of Holly Hatchery, but there'll be something different. Won't be alien theme, and plus the whole area that I would change would actually be a logo. I would actually have a zone around it and would not like, you know, just one bit, not just like, you know, a few buildings, and like half the buildings not have a zone. So that's currently something I'm going to discuss with the developer team if they think I should do something like where, you know, but I can't guarantee. So there's meant to be a 5.12 update as well, guys. This was what was meant to come in this update. So if you went to Salty Sands, it was meant to be 2 days later after the first building gets taken over. The second one would get taken over. That was pretty much like the only change for this update. Was just that one. Was meant to be just basically. If you went to this Salty Sands, there was actually meant to be a few changes in this update. Actually, by the way. There was meant to be a few changes. There was meant to be a bit of like lump of sand here covering on the Huts POI. Now, this will be an idea for chapter. This might be something I do in like Adventurous Royale when I do a desert. When I next do a desert biome, guys, I might do parts of like the desert where you see this lump of sand. So if right now I'm going to copy and paste this. This might be a concept for maybe parts of the desert biome because Sparks was showing me this map and he was doing it out of this. This might be a good concept if I do a desert biome next chapter, which I probably will. There's meant to be something like this. Might do this in the desert in the desert biome next chapter. I do have a plan of a desert biome next chapter. Maybe I could do something like that. I don't know. That's probably what I'll do in the next desert. But yeah, it was meant to be like this on the Huts POI, and it was meant to be like, you know, this pallet being pushed up a bit, and it was slightly buried in sand. And then also more like sand lumps as well, kind of a bit more extra sand coming on top. And then floor buried inside, lol. And then we obviously have the other pallet, you know, that would just be pushed up on top of that. That was more than it was meant to be. The hot sphere, a few changes. The rocky cave was meant to have sand grow over it as well. The rocky cave was meant to have sand grow over it, and what would happen was basically it'd be just like this, you know, meant to be like, you know, have sand grow over it. This building was also meant to have sand grow over it as well, which happened here. This building also had it as well. Also, where is it? This building also had it as well. I like the detail in this building though. Like it'd be hard to get it. You'd still go inside of it, but it'd be very hard. You'd have to crouch just to loot everything, which would be kind of annoying. Oh, you wouldn't have to crouch here, but you'd have to like crouch just around this bit here. Oh no, there's workarounds actually not having to crouch. Oh, you would definitely have to crouch. Yeah, that's wrong. And then there was meant to be this building as well, have a bit of a lump of sand. Now you would not. Problem is you wouldn't be able to go inside of it. You'd have to break to get inside of it. You could still go through this door. You would still be able to go through this door, but again, it'd be more. It'll just be all like, you know, ruined and all that stuff. And then come in here and it'd be all like that, as you see. And then if you came up here, it'd basically still be the same. I don't need to tour that. And then salty sands was meant to change, which I'll show you. So this building was meant to change again with extra sand growing on it. So extra sand growing. So this car kind of got caught up in it. And then these cars were meant to be like, you know, buried inside the sand. And then if you go inside of here, it was meant to be, you know, something like this. I mean, the inside where there's a bit of sand growing over. Same for the outsides, just sand growing, like these lumps of hard sand. Might do this when I'm next to a desert biome, so it's not a complete scrap thing. So the whole PLY turning into desert biome is scrapped, but the whole, like, how buildings are being buried in sand might be scrapped. That could be something I do when I'm next to a desert biome. Maybe, like, I don't know, have a couple of buildings that are buried inside the sand, and maybe do like this. So this could be a concept for maybe if I'm next to a desert biome in my Adventures Royale, where I just, you know, I don't know, bury a couple of, like, you know, buildings inside the sand. That kind of gives a good concept of something like that. Something when I'm next to a desert. Now, these houses were meant to still be the same. Hello, Spotboy, welcome to the stream. So these houses were meant to still be the same, but this building was meant to change. There's meant to be more sand. Other than the outside, as you can see, there's meant to be a bit more sand here. There's a crystal, obviously, that's still the same. There was meant to be another crystal going in the building. Some sand over here. Into the POI. And then there was meant to be these things like flipped over. And then all this bit changed. All the just like this building, the cars buried inside the sand. And then you could go inside of here. The middle was meant to be just, you know, sort of the floor, but then on the outside it was all buried in sand. That was how it was all meant to work out with. And up here, you know, it was meant to be like this. It was also another low gravity zone as well, but that was what it was for the stage. That was meant to be for stage 2 of the actual thing, of the actual salty sands. You know, salty sands progressing into desert. So like I said, the whole POI, the whole section of so the whole idea of a normal POI in my venture in my BR turning to desert, that is scrapped. Not gonna do that, I don't think. However, if I was to do a desert biome and put buildings, like have a couple of buildings added in, but they're buried inside the sand, I could possibly still do that. Could still definitely do that. I just died. I just died. What the? That was so strange. There's a weird thing in the hub. If you go over here, if you went somewhere around here, I can't remember where it was, but you died of fall damage. You die. I don't know where about that was again. I need to. That's not what happened. Hello, Team Western Production. Yo, so much people popping into the stream. Nice. Right, this is 5.12. So this was meant to be an update. Nothing different, like I said. But then Salty Sands was meant to have our next building been taken over. So this would still be the same. This would still be the same. The blue house would still be the same as well. And same for this modern house. However, this grey house was meant to turn desert as well. So this truck was meant to get knocked over by this crystal. And then, if you go on the outside, this was all meant to have like all this stuff here. And then there's also meant to be like sand. I think the detail, I think the point was really good. It's because it's a glitch. Wait, I'll show you. Ah, might be a glitch then. And then obviously you got this desert stuff here. Obviously it's meant to be spread a bit. And then obviously you have the house here. It's like, you know, all buried and stuff. Remember, wait, Sweatboy, can I invite you? Because I want to have some discussion a bit with you, if you wanted to. You don't have to join though, but you can if you want to. And if you go in this house, this was what meant to happen. All the tables here were meant to change. This interior didn't really change so much over here. This bit changed slightly. This was all meant to be a bit, you know, destroyed. And then inside here was meant to be, you know, a bit more like, you know, not too much different. This was just, you know, had a few stuff on. And then all this stuff here. You could have named it Sandy Suburbs too. Oh yeah, it could have been either Salty Sands or Sandy Suburbs. It doesn't really matter which one it was.
Yo.
Hello.
Hello. Yo.
Oh, so do you reckon since it's good that I'm doing that stream revealing what was going to be happening during chapter 5?
Yeah.
So people actually know what was going to come.
Yeah, it's got quite a few views as well.
Yeah, that's like I said. So like I said, this was meant to be the first stage of Salty Sands. I could have called it Sandy Suburbs. It just maybe actually Sandy Suburbs was a bit better. I think. Yo, what's up, boy?
Yo.
Tell me if I should still do this in Adventures Royale, and then maybe in a certain season, if we had to, we could like maybe have buildings slowly turn into something. It wouldn't be like alien themed or anything. But like,
yeah, sure.
I know people would say it would be copying what they do with Holly Hatchery, but with Holly Hatchery though, they've not all the buildings are alien themed. There was a season I did have planned next chapter. I was discussing with Sweatboy, where I'm considering maybe to have a certain POIs, certain buildings and POIs slowly change into some, you know, certain theme, something related to the theme of the season. Oh, by the way, guys, as we speak, I have been discussing with the developers about some of the themes that we could come up with for season 2, 3, and 4. We've come up with some ideas, and I think you'll like them.
Yeah.
It's not all confirmed, but it's just planning. It's just what we're thinking. There was a thing I did come up with myself, but then I've just scrapped it because Sweatboy think I may as well should. Oh, Sweatboy.
Yo.
You know that new device I did, the weather one? I could use that in certain live events.
Oh yeah.
Because then, it's an example, guys. For next chapter, whenever I do an playable live event, I'm actually going to use that new weather device to make it like fit with, and then we can like, you know, make the colour of the sky fit well with like the atmosphere or like the theme of the event. Now it actually works so much better, rather than having just been dark, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's some ideas we've come up with. Oscar. I can tell you on Discord after the stream. What's up, boy? So you know that whole idea of a POI maybe like... I think in Adventures Royale, if we ever do a desert, we could maybe have a couple of buildings that are buried inside the sand. Maybe that could be a concept for that.
Yeah, sure. You're kind of leaking everything though.
I'm not really trying to leak it. It's just consideration. It's not confirmed. These aren't confirmed ideas, by the way. It's just Can I do it? But if I got to do that. I've got you to do a sand dune gallery for next to a desert farm or any sand a bit on the map. I saw, but you have a bit of a knacker. Can you try and turn it down?
Oh yeah, sure. I'll speak on mic.
Oscar, we're not going to be working on season 2 of Adventure anytime soon. I'm actually going to work on all the updates on season 1 first. I'm not working on season 2 anytime soon, no, Oscar. What's up, boy?
What's up?
I'll try and cope with the echo.
Huh?
I'll try and cope with the echo. Actually, do you want to call on Discord instead? That'd be easier.
I can't. My mic wouldn't work.
Okay.
I'll just use my mic if you need me.
If I was, well, just unmute your mic when you need to say something, yeah.
Alright, cool.
Yeah. Right, anyways. Well, you might still got an echo even though you muted your mic, and when you turn push to talk on Fortnite.
Huh?
I said you will need to push to talk on Fortnite, because when you mute your mic I still hear an echo.
Right.
You might have to turn push to talk on Fortnite. Yeah, that might be easier. Alright, so this is the 4th building that was meant to get taken over. So basically the car's meant to be very inside the sand, this bus was meant to be very inside the sand. This lamppost was meant to be knocked over. I think the detail was really good. I think I like the detail. And this could be a good concept for like I could put this into another map as a concept for something in the future. Like I love the idea of like, having the desert biome spread. Besides, this is all scraps now because obviously I had scrapped the shop due to people saying I'm copying the storyline. And then there was meant to be obviously this house here, getting a blue house meant to be changed. If you go right inside, it was meant to be actually like have all the stuff over here. A bit of revamps on the interior. This kitchen was actually meant to be a bit destroyed actually. I like the detail on the kitchen actually, it looks kind of cool. We had some tables here, we had some sofas here buried inside the sand. Some stuff was meant to be buried inside sand, and then if you went upstairs, then this room was meant to have full revamp on the interior, and then this room would also have some, revamp on the interior. So that's meant to be our stage 4 of Salty Sands. I'm going to show you the 5th and final stage. This was what the 5th and final stage was going to look like. After that, there was another event I was in the works of, but now that's scrapped. But that was a little fun fact. There was another event I was in the works of. So it was it's this one, season 6 season event. Before I do, I'm going to show you 5.2. This was meant to be the final stage of Salty Sands. I should have called it Sandy Suburbs. Maybe. Like I said, yeah, boss. You probably proved me right that should have been in the name of the POI, Sandy Suburbs. That would actually work so better rather than Salty Sands. Probably Sandy Suburbs would be better because it's sand and it's a sand theme, obviously desert theme, and then obviously it was this suburbs like village, obviously, so it actually makes a bit more sense. Maybe Salty Sands wasn't terrible either, but I just maybe I made a mistake there. Right, this is the final update. This was meant to be 5.2. This was meant to be sand. This is what we meant to be. Salty Sands was meant to look like. This was meant to be our final stage. It was meant to be fully covered in sand. And look along the map, guys. It was meant to be all this big. So if you come inside this building, obviously it's still the same. There's meant to be a bit more sand growing on this over here, over the gas station. So that's what it was meant to all look like. And then this building here was meant to be also finally covered in sand. This vending machine was actually flipped over, which it kind of looked really cool in the sand. If you go inside, if you then at the side, there's meant to be a bunch of sand here. This was meant to be all flipped over. Welcome back to Jump Heads Gaming. And if you went in this building, you could break this and you can go inside. This was all still similar, but all the only thing that was different though was just basically this was all ruined. That was all that was meant to be different. And then come inside this house here, we had the interior wasn't actually too much different. Some of it's different, like we've got tables added, but some of the interior is still like similar actually. This house isn't actually in a too bad condition compared to some of the other houses. Actually, this house wasn't really too bad. And down here was meant to be, a secret little lair back then. And then the middle of Salty Sands was meant to be different as well. It was meant to be all fully covered with sand, all the cars buried inside the sand. It looked really, really cool actually. This is not scrapped. This type of a POI like this where everything's buried. This is not scrapped. And then all the desert, like I said, was meant to be spreaded. And yeah, basically at this point it was just a fully desert POI actually, apart from the desert biome. Like I said, the desert biome was meant to spread. So the people that were going to predict that obviously the desert biome was going to spread. Well, you were right. Not across the whole map though, just over here. So that was pretty much it for all for season 5. Now there was an event I was in the works of, which was called it was like it's like an event where you have to defeat zombies. I can still show you it though, as it was finished. Again, if everything's scrapped, but I can just show you. Yeah, and season 6 was meant. Season 6, yeah, so the season 6 7 the themes are basically the same as what's from Match before. Now that's one of the main reasons why I'm doing a restart on my BR. It's Adventures Royale. There'll be most of the seasons won't be themed anything to do with Fortnite. Like I said, there's always that possibility where there's at least some connection theme to some of Fortnite or something similar but not the same. For example, I still want to think of doing some form of invasion season on my BR, but not like anything that Fortnite's done, like aliens or pirate theme or invasion or anything. Just something other type of invasion that I think that would be really cool. That's very creative. This was meant to be an event as well, guys. This was meant to be a start of season event for season 6. Basically, what it meant to be is at the end of season 5, the Zero Orb was going to be so unstable, and then there was going to be a mini event where it sends out reality bubbles, and then there was meant to be a season 6 trailer. I was in the works of. The Season 6 trailer was meant to be about building up to a live event. I'll show you it actually. I'll still show you this event though. I think it was a pretty cool event though, for what it was, but still. In this event, in the trailer, Satori Sands got referred back to this POI because of the reality bubble. The desert was still here though. Yeah, I'm showing you all the plans. This is what was going to come. This is the plans. This is all scrapped. Remember, for people that still don't understand that, but I'm just showing what. Oh, okay. Let me end the game and add the music on. I need to add the music. I need to put my music on my settings. Let me put the music, so you can actually hear what the music was going to be in the live event. Okay. So let me start the game. So this was meant to be the event, obviously, so you'd start over here. Alright, then the Zero was meant to be the destabilizing. And that was meant to explode. And then that was meant to, obviously, do that. Okay. There's meant to be the... And one of my videos called you weirdo because I don't know you. Yeah, that's how toxic, that's what they ever did. Alright, so this event was more about defeating zombies. I remember one of my friends used to leak this island. So it's about defeating zombies, but I don't think they're spawning in. Oh, they are. So this event was about defeating zombies, as you can see. They're right there. I do love this live event. I did love this work I did in it. It was meant to be about, defeating zombies. But that's what the event was about to be. That was what the event was about to be. Hopefully I don't die during this. So this is what was meant to happen. No, very fast. I was like that fast. As you saw. So then after that, the next objective would be to head to this teleporter right here. This is a teleporter right here by Salty Suburbs. Okay. You'd have 2 guns, the Scar and the LMG. That was the only guns you had. The boss, no, it isn't nice. This fiction, I think, is talking about the event I made. Rick is probably just talking about the event I did. This event was a lot about defeating zombies. I don't think I can even kill one. It was meant to be very hard. If there was a lot of people, it would be quite easy. Yo, they're getting inside the rock! Yo, there was another reality. Yes, let's go. Yeah, he was talking about the event, Flix. He was talking about the event. Alright, so that's the second bit of the event. And then this is the next bit where you get teleported. So if you go inside of here, it would teleport. I think someone's around there. You still teleport, probably. Yeah, he's going to teleport you around here. So hopefully I don't die during this. This is a fairly hard event. So it talks about live reality providing, you have to keep moving. Right, this is the exploding brutes coming to you now. Let's go kill them. This isn't all about defeating zombies, this event was. Hello, is everyone that's still in the stream? Yeah, let's just talk about all the stuff that I had planned. I think you'll like some of the plans. No, I don't want to die to the zombies. Yeah, okay, they exploded, but I didn't hit damage because they are real. There you go, so the middle was meant to have some particles there. 16 people in the stream! Oh my gosh! Alright, so there was one more teleporter here. This would be the hardest way, trust me, this is... If you're playing this event, got 17 people in the stream, I'm screenshotting that. I think that's the highest we've had. 17 or 18. think that's 17, yeah, I think that's the... Like I said, I remember Ramicon not too long ago was just saying that I only get, what, like, 5 views on my stream. Well, no, not always. So, I remember it's summer holidays for my country, so... more people might actually be able to view. This bit was very, very hard. As those zombies meant to be running after you here. There was so much of them. This bit was about, yeah, these would one-shot you. Yo, no, no! Yeah, it's very hard, this bit. Yeah, they did one-tap you, because they're trying to kill me. Don't look back, Daniel. Daniel plays FM, don't look back. There you go, they all died. They nearly killed me though, that one nearly killed me. So there was meant to be another reality bubble then, and then, yeah. This is where the Zorb was sucking in the map, this bit. The Zorb was going so unstable, so what happened is all these particles you can see here, and it's just sucking in stuff at this point. I was meant to give you a whole point of this bit. Right, this bit was very hard. Be careful if you were playing this event, you was about to see zombies just spawn right here. Like, I don't want to die, so I can show you what's going to happen towards the end. Alright, there's meant to be some zombies here. Oh, these would one-tap you, so good job, I'm going to stay away from these. Please, bad guys. Get away, zombies! Come fight me, zombies, if you want to kill me, sorry, but you can't kill me. Oh god, they're trying to throw it at me. Yeah, they were really trying to hard. The zombies. 20 people in the stream. 20 people. 20 people. I'm gonna send that in my server. Send it in my server for people that aren't watching the stream. 20 people. It's actually insane. That's actually insane. There we go. So that was meant to be the whole bit. The Zero was meant to be put back underground. There you go. That's what was meant to happen. 21. More than 20 we have in the stream. Oh my gosh. 21 people. You guys are actually insane. If we get 1k very, very soon, guys. If we get 1k before the end of this month, guys, I am going to actually do a big special. But that's if I get at the end of this month. Right, so that's pretty much for the live event. Dude, I can't believe it was 21. There was like 21 people just now at once. And that's 20 according to what it says. Dude, I don't think we had that before. That's actually quite good. Alright, so that was it for so this is what season 6 was meant to look like. It wasn't actually finished. It wasn't actually finished, but it was near finished. It was near finished. So yeah, like I said, the name was meant to be called The Big Crisis or something, which was basically like, you know, the event was about defeating zombies. That was the main objective about that live event. It was meant to be, when season 6 releases, what we'd do is I would open up a lobby for people 16 for like everyone to join. We'll play that event. After that, we just jump straight. After that, we would jump straight into season 6. But what I'll do is I'll go lobby, cover the map changes, and then we'd go jump into it. My Master, there's still more to it though. You can still, obviously, if you want to, if you think that's it, there is actually more to this. I'm going to show you what season 6 was meant to look like. Season 6 was meant to be a primal slash medieval. This was what was meant to be coming from after the event. This is like the aftermath of what the event was going to be. From the Big Crisis. It's actually a lot of changes, and I will give it. Oh, this might take a bit long. Might take a little bit longer because it is a whole bunch of POIs. But this was meant to have 5 new POIs, and I'll show you them all. Actually, so in this season's loot pool, there was meant to be the addition of lots of guns. Literally so many. There was meant to be the makeshift SMG, the makeshift shotgun, the makeshift rifle, the makeshift bow, the makeshift revolver, the primal rifle, the primal pistol, primal SMG, primal shotgun, primal bow, and even the mechanical explosive bow, mechanical shockwave bow, the primal sig bow, and even recycler. But yeah, there was meant to be so many new items. Yes, so I'm going to show you what was meant to happen in the season and what was exactly was going on here, and I'll show you exactly what was going on. So obviously what's the main map change of the season? Well, if you notice from that live event I just showed you guys, that was what was going to happen. This was meant to be called the Orb Tower. There was meant to be a few buildings here. There was meant to be some buildings. These weren't all finished, but these were meant to be a few more. But here's a concept of some of the buildings. Like I said, we didn't get this finished. But it was but we would have added some interior if we had time, but we just didn't really have much time. But we had like time to build the outline of the building. And if you went, like I said, there was meant to be a few buildings like surrounding the middle. Now a whole primal season is not going to happen. Medieval, that's different. Medieval, this is more primal than medieval. I could still do a medieval theme season. I don't know, I might do it, but I'm not so sure necessarily as well. There's always a chance. There's meant to be these big like primal rocks as well. There's also meant to be all these rocks throughout the biome. There's meant to be primal clock tower as well. There's meant to be pieces like the orb tower surrounding the middle, like pieces over here. Just pieces of the orb tower. Yeah, this is a very, very big... I know! Look at that map! Exactly. There's meant to be a crazy season. So like I said, this was meant to be another primal rock. The Huts POI was actually meant to be turned primal, sort of. If you look, some of this was actually turned primal. This one didn't get turned primal because it wasn't touched, and this one didn't, but... 4 huts was meant to be turned primal. The Rocky Cave is still here, but wow, squashed into that. I still had the bridge though for some reason. I don't know why I still had it, but I did. So we have pieces from the old tower. We had this building here. This was just meant to be a few buildings surrounding the biome. There's meant to be also more rocks here. Look, there's meant to be another building here. We had another rock here. There's meant to be another. Big Shepard was the one who had... Hello to everyone that's still in the stream. I know the map was meant to be so much. We have the rock here, and we've got some stuff here. We've got pieces of the orb tower. The trees were all meant to be primal, like these ones. I might use it. I could use them in the future in Adventurous Royale. I don't know for sure. It just depends on what I've got planned when we build the Adventurous Royale as we work on it. But I can't confirm for sure. Only time will tell as we get work for Adventurous Royale. But yeah, dude, this was meant to be such a big barn. Now I'm going to show you the main bit of the orb tower. There's meant to be a bunch of rocks here. There's actually meant to be a bunch of, effect, purple stuff to it to add some, some detail. Why I just scrapped this? The reason I scrapped the maps is because of the storyline copying, but I will show you all, guys, so you know exactly what's meant to happen. So if you come up this orb tower, this is not what was meant to be, like a spy almost. It was cool, but also people's gonna say it's copy for the ones that don't really like people copying maps. But the people that like it, don't mind it, and they'd be like, this is insane. If you came to the top of this orb tower, there was actually meant to be, you could walk up here, and then there was meant to be particles from the zero orb. Yo, wait, this is now from a Steven channel. How do you do this to all props actually in creative, where you can So again, I love the detail. You have pieces of the orb tower. Just all around in general. So you have a few buildings here. You've got like pieces of like little pieces of all these rocks. I could do, maybe I could, I don't know, because I am streaming tomorrow. I'll see what I'm doing. Like I said, and this building was meant to be, like that, some loot around, some stuff. I'm not finished showing you the orb tower yet. Dude, you know what I think they'll do in creative? Is make it so like with every single prop that you can enable, disable, and receiving from a certain channel. If they did that, that'd be so good for live events, because I wouldn't have to use the objective device. I've seen I think the ring gallery you can customize, you can turn them on and disable and receiving from channel. So live events aren't much as limited now in creative because of I think wait, stop, I have a question. So what, if you're still here, can you unmute your mic a second just for this question? If you're still here. Hello, Dad, Mohammed, welcome to the stream. I know, and I think I can
can you hear me?
Oh, sorry, do you think they're gonna make it with every prop in creative so you can enable, disable it, and receive from channels to turn visibility and stuff? you think?
What would you say?
Do you think they're in the works of like making it with most props so you can like turn on visibility or turn off invisibility when we see from channels a lot?
No, probably not. Cause I'll take like way too long. They're working long
I think
stuff.
on the ring gallery you can like enable or disable them from channels, right?
Yeah.
So wait,
so.
so wait, events on is limited now, aren't they?
No.
Wait, that means I can make custom orbs out of that now. So if I return the zero, oh god, this isn't for next chapter. When I next return the zero orb, is actually gonna be a custom made one. So we can do that at the ring gallery, couldn't we? Could actually, you know what I mean? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's actually so good. I hope they do it with more props in the future. Do you reckon they will? Like certain ones.
Hopefully.
It'd be a good thing though.
Yeah.
It's not 5 million subscribers. It's 1K. I think it was. However, there's a create publishing form you can do. What's up? Do you want Mark again? Or turn push to talk on.
Okay.
Right. Okay. I said turn push to talk on the other thing. No, I thought the menu. Thank you. Hello, Inky the Dominating. Welcome to the stream. So boy, I can tell you okay. Oh, no, you must have turned much to talk on. But yes, with this orb tower, there's meant to be, you know, some glowing effects coming out of it. Particles for the zero orb. I think that was nice. So that's pretty much it. We still had some, like, you know, pieces from the orb tower just kind of stacked out around. We had a little section over here. So that's pretty much it for, like, the middle area. There's still more of the biome to go. Oh, look creative. Nice to see you all popping in. Here, right, this is the dungeon docks, guys. So this is what was meant to be replacing depot docks. I think it's really cool, and it's like a destroyed kind of prison. So this is what I'm meant to do. This was like a double clock tower you could go up, and it's like, you know, there's no interior, but it was meant to be like a big, like, you know, clock tower. Can I join you so I can see something? Updates. I didn't get I didn't really work on updates too much, sadly. So yeah. And then we have this building. This is like our main building to Dungeon Dock. So it's like a mother prison. This was meant to be. So if you go through here, there's like meant to be a prison kind of vibe. It might give you vibes from the Fortress back from like season 3 a bit with like the dungeon stuff. I think it might give some vibes to that. That's probably what this was kind of going for, I guess. As far as dungeon in Adventurous Royale, I can always see on that. Not guaranteed, but I can definitely think on that. Plus, it was meant to be an underground section here with like a bookshelf. It was actually, I think, pretty cool. It's like just a floor you gotta go through. There's more to it. So there's a little section here. This is a fairly OP section for loot. We've got more stuff here. This is kind of like a kitchen section. If you there was actually hard. To get up here, you would have to build up here. Like so, this is like an old prison. Even this is not the real BR map. I think this is great. Yeah, this was meant to be the real one, but I just grabbed it because people kept complaining about I'm copying the storyline. So that's why Adventurous Royale. I'm doing it's a restart. But yeah, I think I like the detail to be honest I put into this though. And the detail I do the interior. It looks really good though. Probably one of the more well done POIs I think Dungeon Docks out of all the POIs for the season. There's still more to show you though. But yeah, I think it was a pretty cool location though. If this was going to be one of the POIs, I think it's good. Oh, you're doing that meme that Flex Sherman always plays. But that's not it for the biome. That's pretty much for this POI. There was meant to be another mini orb tower here. If you went up here, I'll show you all of them though. If you went up this one in particular, there was meant to be orb towers around the map where you could launch off for mobility. So for example, if you went here, you jump on here, and it just launch off for mobility. So yeah. That's the Dungeon Docks. This section map didn't really change so much, so I don't really talk about this. There's another little rock here. This bridge for Wonderful is still here. So this is Fatal Farm. This was meant to be a little farm area. This was like an old farm. This definitely looks a bit of an old farm. So you can see, you got some stuff up here. Got some. It has really cool interior. I think the interior looks pretty nice. I think on this. Hello, Fortnite78. Welcome to the stream. Nice to see everyone's popping in though. I can see Flick, Shaman, Fortnite Boy, and Epic Warrior in the stream, which is nice to see. Get ready for Adventurous Royale, guys. It's going to be also coming out relatively soon. So yeah. So we've got more interior over here. Well, I think the interior looks pretty nice there, especially over here. I think I managed to make pretty well in season 7 because the main block would have continued. So check Never Jane on YouTube if you're doing a make a problem. This is not how you speak to. Oh yeah, you're doing that. Oh yeah, I know you're doing that meme. Yeah. So there's this building as well. This is just meant to be a nice little building. I think it's pretty cool. Now, this is this is my favourite building. I love this one. This is like a nice little building you can just go into, and it has a I think a decent amount of loot, to be honest. So if you went up here, I think a pretty decent loot throughout the building actually. If this was the real map, this would be a relatively good building to actually land here. It's actually not too bad of a building to land here. But yeah, that was it for Fatal Farm. It has some like primal trees, which I think is pretty cool. I think should have made it where like it was normal prison, but next update would it be broken? I think maybe could have. I don't know. Maybe. And then there's meant to be another mini orb tower over here. Where you could just go up and you just basically launch off on mobility. Yeah, that's how it was meant to be. That's what it was meant to be. Snow Mountain's still the same. I don't need to cover that. The mini block was meant to still be here as well. The only thing different now is the primal biome was meant to be around here. There's another mini orb tower here you could just land on and then launch off for mobility. If you were interested in this. So yeah, that's what it was meant to be. This bridge here, this wooden bridge, was turned primal, as you can see. It was meant to be turned primal as you go through. And then we had another little landmark over here. Isolated Islands is still the same. This was meant to be just a little landmark you could visit. I think this was actually not too bad of a landmark actually. If this was just a little landmark, this is if you were to get away from the action, this would probably be a good landmark to go. Because it has like a couple of buildings, you know, and this is actually a nice little relatively decent landmark that I think we did. Jones reported, lol. Ah, yeah, I see. You have a bit of a meme right now. And then there's meant to be another one of these you just launch off and just give you mobility. I like the detail, to be honest. I like the detail. To be honest. The detail looks really nice. There you go. Story was meant to still be the same. I did remove the cars. That was meant. I was gonna actually drive the cars, but then I removed it because it was taking up so much memory. Then we have another landmark over here you could visit. I think it looks pretty cool as well. There's another mini orb tower you can also go up on. You would be able to go up on. This would probably be one people would actually go for. Like I said, this is not a bad one to go on to, I think. And then you could just jump off this and simply just launch from mobility. So yeah, this section wasn't really too much different. There was another mini orb tower over here as well, and you could just jump off this one and just jump off and launch to the middle. Right, this is Jagged Jungle. This was meant to be when the volcano season was meant to come in. This was actually meant to be part of that season. But yeah, this is what Jagged Jungle was meant to be. It was meant to be like a jungle POI. So we've got this building here. If you got up here, it was actually pretty cool. I think actually what the detail was into this. I actually quite like this building. It was like it's a building that's kind of quite really cool, like nice and attached together. I think it's actually a really nice cool building to you could land at. The sunset was meant to be removed and replaced by this. We were meant to have another jungle tree over here, some stuff over here. This building was meant to be, just a little building here. I think it's just cool, nice little building. Just... what stuff? I haven't really touched it. Like lots of money. Sorry guys, I was speaking to my mum. Oh, I didn't that room. So we've got this section here for the pallets. Actually, this build would be actually good for wood actually, and not bad metal because these walls, in fact, were actually metal. I can't face the wall. These are actually metal. Oh no, I thought they were metal. No, they're wood. These roofs are, I believe, are metal. Yeah, there's actually meant to be a secret base down here. With a loot down here. You're meant to just break this, and you'd be down here. And here's the roof over here. That's what it was meant to be looking like. Then the dam would still be here, and you just go down here. You've got that section over here. Then you've got another building you'd be able to go inside of. I think it looks really good, nice. And then we have some nice jungle nature towards the end here, with like mini hills. I guess you could go up on with some loot and trees, and they've got a little section there. Yeah, that's what it was meant to be. That's what Jagged Jungle was meant to be. Like I said, could do a jungle in the future, but I can't confirm that. Right, Medieval Meadows. Just the old more olden time version of Muddy Meadows. Like it's was the river, classic river from Muddy Meadows, but it was also meant to be a remix. So, like I said, there's also meant to be another orb tower over here as well, another one that you could just launch off. This one for mobility. So you have this building here. This was meant to be like this is all like wooden like boxes and pallets. This was basically just for the people of the medieval, like the medieval people, or primal/tribal, or whatever, primal or medieval people. They were meant to actually move in and actually, they would eventually expand on all their interior, but they're just like moving into them, just moving in. This is more of a POI where they're, like the people are moving in, and then throughout the season, this would have changed, and have the interior changes. It changed. That was what it was meant to be for this POI. Nice little reference to the fortress. This batch, by the way. So yeah. So yeah, that's pretty much it for Medieval Meadows though. Looks like the stuff here. Luminous Lake was actually meant to have a small map change. We're still meant to be the same, but this table would just be knocked over. Just that was it though. That was it though. Alright, and then the last change was meant to be a Dursdine. And Dursdine was still meant to be here. But it's all part of the primal. Maybe it's just the time primal, but otherwise it's overdoing this stuff. So this is all a bit primal. This is all primal. This was, and then you could go up this last orb tower, and just launch off it for mobility. I'm just showing you basically around the map, you know, what was all meant to come. You could just go up to the top and just ready, launch off. There you go. That was simply what it was meant to be. Yeah, that was pretty much meant to be all for season 7, season 6. Sorry. Quite a lot of map changes to be honest. So that was what was meant to be. I'll show you season 7. That was there was meant to be more locations. In that season though, the primal barn was meant to be all gone. The primal, it was all meant to be gone. I did have 7.0 and 7.2. Originally during season 7, it was meant to come around October, and there was meant to be a Halloween update after about a week. A week in season, there was meant to be a Halloween update. I'll show you season 7 what the map was going to look like. Just get back. If you didn't see all the stuff, make sure you just watch back through the stream, or come back to it if you ever have time, and you'll see all the stuff that I did. So season 7 was actually good. I'll show you it though, just again for the people that didn't. That's just so that you already know what I was playing this whole time. Alright, so this was this building. Oh no, there's not this building, the map. Alright. Okay. Here was the map. How featured? I heard about that, yeah. I heard about that. Right, okay. Let me show you the map in a moment. I'm just quickly flying around to make sure everything loads in. And then I'll show you this. This was like so many new locations for the season. So season 7 was meant to be a lot about, you know, people getting their own locations featured. This was what was meant to be the map. This was what the map was meant to be. So this was meant to be the middle of the map. Comfy Cabins was meant to make a return, because what was going to happen was there was meant to be something in the sky that was come over and destroy the orb tower, take the zero orb back on the ground, and revert it back to Comfy Cabins. No, that's the name of his BR map, Sparks. So Comfy Cabins was meant to come back for season 7. I don't really need to tour it so much because some people would have already known this, so I don't want to waste my time so much touring about this. If this season was meant to be the real season 7, I wouldn't really cover Comfy Cabins for too long. But yeah, you probably will know what Comfy Cabins was meant to be. It was an OG POI chapter 5. I'll give a quick tour for people that didn't see this POI, but some of you guys in the stream might know this POI. I can remember this, so I don't really need to tour it for too long. So it was meant to be pretty much the exact same, except there was meant to be, you know, there was meant to be like a ladder system to help people to get around the buildings. This building had some issues when I built this. It was built to crop a bit. Sadly, it was a build a prop. It was a bit on build a prop. I mean, not all of it though, just part of it though was. So I can't remember which bit it was. Yeah, it was. So it was a bit of an issue. But yeah, it's still cool to see that Coffee Cabins did return. So for anyone that did ever try and leak the future maps, though, I'm revealing it anyways because it's maps on it and it's so. And plus with Adventures Royale, it shouldn't be that risky for the map to be leaked anyways. So I doubt any future season of Adventures Royale should be leaked anyways because it's only the developer team that gets it early, not any random people that are talented builders that will try and leak stuff. So I hope that Adventures Royale will go well and hopefully no one leaks anything. If that happens, though, I won't be happy, but. Yeah. That was meant to Comic Cabins, it was meant to return for the season. The middle was pretty much kind of go back to what it used to be. Now, we were meant to have some remains of the Orb Tower for this season, of these purple crystals scattered all around the map. This was meant to be from the remains of the Orb Tower. So there was a bit that was meant to be in the Huts POI. There was meant to be some over here as well. A bit also got over here where the Phantom's Outpost used to exist. There was also meant to be some over here. By this building. Actually, this building from Season 7 from the Primal is actually still here. Season 6 from the Primal. I actually kept it. There was also meant to be more purple substance over here. And there was meant to be a bit more purple substance over here. Some managed to get over here, out over all the house and Axon's managed, which I'll show you in a bit. Then more over here. And then more over here. And then more over here. Yeah, Sparks is right. The developers all very trusted and skilled people that are close to Daniel, so we should be certain there's no, like I said, Sparks is right. We're mostly certain that there shouldn't be hopefully anyone trying to leak anything. Cause I think I had messed up with the map helper team for chapter 5 and it just didn't go well. So let me show you all the map changes for the season. So Jagged Jungle is still the same, so I don't need to tour you into them like that. Comic Cabins is shown. I'll show you Freaky Factories. Freaky Factories was meant to actually return for the season. I don't need to tour it. It's all pretty much all the exact same as it was meant to be. Back from season 1, but I did decide to return it and you know, revert back, removing the mini block. Yeah, that's right. It's just a showcase of what was going to come, so you know what was coming this whole time. So this bridge was meant to actually stay, which I think was cool. Isolate Lines was still meant to be the exact same. By the way, the thing that was meant to about the guys, look at the sky. There was meant to be this. By the way, that was the bit that I was going to abduct the Orb Tower. This thing in the sky. Like I said, it's going to probably basically do a full loop around the map and then destroy copper POIs, which I'll show you. And I did get to that. So you can see it came up with the. Oh God, I'm going to unfriend this guy. Hold up, let me dismiss the request and unfriend them. This seriously won't stop inviting me. Or what? You know what I'll do? I'll quickly accept the friend request and I'm gonna kick them out and then remove them. Right, okay, sorted. The only reason I accepted that join request was literally because just so I could unfriend them because I couldn't find them on the friend list. So yeah. So Freak Factory was meant to come back, and then this was meant to be part of the storyline, which I can show you a bit about in a bit. So we still got a lot of POIs to visit. I'll show you Daniel President's Graphics Day Pro. This was meant to be my POI. So it was meant to be a boat here on the road. That was what. This video was meant to be made by Giannis, but then he was banned from the community. So part of it was from his, but most of it's also mine. So I did some of my own stuff on the outside. There was this design meant to be there. That was meant to be something here for the season later on. We had some stuff over here. We meant to have a little bridge here, so kind of connected to this building. And this was meant to be on the inside. I think I did actually good in this one. I think I actually did quite good. Tell me if you don't like it, that's fine, but I did some good job in this building. It was just meant to be a little deep depot or something. That's all it was really meant to be honest. The medieval bomb, primal bombs all it wants to be called, just some small remains over here. There's still remains of it, obviously. Now see there's still a couple of remains of it, like the old tower and stuff. Can we stop inviting me, please, guys? Or I'm gonna start unfriending people that keep spam inviting me. I had to unfriend one person just for spam inviting me because it's getting annoying. It's just a showcase. I'm not actually playing with anybody. Right, Loomis Lakes is pretty much the same. This table went back to normal though from the primal season. I'll show you this river here. There was meant to be a little river here that kind of split this bit here over here, like reality breaking apart. So I kind of did that. And this is Max One's meadow, so it was meant to be like a little primal kind of swamp, and there's meant to be some coral buddies here, just like, you know, investigating on this. And then there was also, I don't know, meant to be all this, coral buddies going over to this POI, which I'll show you in a bit. And then we've got all these telescopes here, a bunch of boxes, a lot of coral buddies. Like I said, this wouldn't be my POI. Can you break these? I can't remember. Could you break these? I don't think you can, but can you? No, you can't. It's alright, Felix. I'm not going to unfriend you. Just try not to invite me, please. Same for anyone. Same goes for everyone else. I just had to unfriend one person to invite me. So yeah. So that was meant to be like the primal kind of. So it was meant to be like kind of like a I don't know, a primal kind of swamp. And if you went inside this building. If you went in this building, it was meant to be, I don't know, just, you know, where was the entrance? Yeah, the entrance was meant to be here, and it's just like a computer theme building, to be honest. It's just kind of, you know, some got computer tech and stuff inside of it. The season was meant to be a lower end collab POIs, so yeah, and there's even some coral woodies here. They were kind of spying, I guess, on that mothership. Wait, where was that kind of, actually no, it's actually not really pointing to the mothership, just looking in the star. Actually, it wasn't really kept pointing to that mothership. So I'm actually kind of wrong there. This was all meant to still be the same, this campsite section. Let me show you Oscar Gamer 9277's town. So this was meant to be some form of town POI. This was originally meant to be made by SueSapple. So this this building was meant to be made by SueSapple. This was made by SueSapple originally. This was meant to be SueSapple's POI. But then we revamped the interior in this building to be like an e-guide kind of stuff. And then we got a little road here, and this building was pretty much still the same. Nice, like to have the gold stuff kind of reverse. But I'll give you some references back to the fortress. This was meant to be a little store, like a little store, I guess. I actually quite like this. Oscar, like all this interior was made by Oscar. He actually did a good job on the interior. Oscar's actually getting better at interior. So yeah, it's actually not too bad. So obviously then you have the entrance coming to this POI, and then you'd come inside of here. It's like a Durr Burger restaurant. It actually has some pretty good stuff in it. It's actually not bad. And then over here we'd have all the stuff here, and then we have a little camp section, tent section, and then we'd have, you know, some tables over here. That was really what this POI was going to be going for, just like a town. But yeah, that's pretty much it for the POI. There's still 2 more to show. While I'm just going to quickly turn my light on. I'll show you those down in a moment, yeah, whilst I'm just showing the POIs. There was meant to be so much POIs. So showing that POI, then that POI, then there was this down there, though, that one. So we head over to J Games Forest. This POI was meant to be Salty Suburbs kind of mixed with Forest as a brand new POI. So first of all, this would be good if you're a person that likes to camp. You'd probably love this POI. It's like a, well, there's even meant to be like a little river system where you could just, you know, walk through here. And then there's a bit of way that just kind of goes into the water. Has a little dock section over here. So this is where you come from, this bridge over here. You could come over here. So the houses were meant to still be here. This house is meant to be over here. But it was meant to be like damaged and stuff if you come inside. This is meant to be all the stuff over here. This is meant to be a desk over here. This is meant to be some stuff here. Kitchen. There was stairs meant to be fallen. You could come through here and this would be still there, pretty similar. This is still similar. And then we've got the bedroom over here, which is pretty destroyed, if you ask me. Pretty destroyed. It's meant to be a tree growing inside the building. There was a basement down here. This was actually added for Season 6. This was meant to be for Season 6, by the way. But yeah, there was meant to be a basement. I think it looks pretty cool. So... yeah, you've been slightly trashed a bit though. Like I said, the modern house was like completely. We had a tree with 2 chests on, which is which is great good. We had a chest over there. Even had an underwater chest, which I think is pretty cool. And then this road was kind of split in half, and then this house was actually not too. This house just had like this side get removed, and then you could go inside of here and see it's all like been destroyed. You know, I mean, this actually inside is actually not too bad over here. It's actually still not really that bad if you think about it. But when you come in here, this is definitely what you're talking destroyed. Wardrobe hanging over, and this got kind of pushed back a bit. So yeah, but this, like I said, this is meant to be what the POI is meant to look like, and you could come up here. There's meant to be a hill here, and then this is like a lot of the forest POI. And then this was meant to be like a forest. So this POI is meant to be like salty suburbs mixed with a forest. Is a brand new POI. This was what it was meant to be. So it's like a nice. I think it's a really cool POI as like a forest. It had a lot of loot. To be honest, it has a lot of loot around, so it'd be good if you're trying to loot stuff, you know. Do quite like it. I do really quite like it. I might do a stream where we actually play season 6 and 7, just like a couple of games of each. I might do a stream on that tomorrow if you'd like that, just so to feel like what the gameplay was going to be. And then over here you have a little footpath here that kind of helps navigate through, I guess, through that the whole location. Fun fact, guys, there was even trees that grew on the beach as well. Kind of crazy on the trees, eh? Kind of crazy if you ask me. But that's pretty much it though for the POIs. If you look at the map though, pretty crazy POI though. Salty suburbs mixed with a forest is a brand new POI. That was what we were going for that POI. Well, the last POI I think you wanted to see was Durst City, Durst Diner obviously. So first of all, this was meant to be a Durst Diner stuff obviously. So Durst Diner, it still technically was in the game. It still has the whole road from it. This has some really good detail. So this building is still here. It was meant to still be here, but half of it was meant to be destroyed. Hello Fish XD, welcome to the stream. This was meant to all be destroyed. Then a part of the building from the old skyscraper city was meant to return, and it was the part of the actual old main building from skyscraper city. And if you come up here, right? If you come up here, there's meant to be a bunch of detail here. This is all from the old skyscraper city building. Like I said, I could do some chapter 5 reps this next chapter. Like I said, it looks actually quite cool. The building detail. Yeah, that was pretty much what it was meant to be though. And then the roof of here had really good on the detail though, to be honest. And then this is the biggest part about the POI. The Phantoms were here to return. Came here for a return. That was what it was meant to be as well. So if you come inside this building, the other Phantoms here, they came back and they had, rather than have a whole base, they made them a whole house. Welcome to chapter 5. Let me explain. Basically, what happened is people keep complaining that I'm copying the storyline. So people just keep complaining that I'm copying the storyline. So that's why I've just added chapter 5. So to Adventures Royale will be coming out in the near future. It's basically just gonna be a restart. I think you'll like Adventures Royale. It's just gonna, you know, it'll be a good restart of everything. So this is what the building's meant to be, the Phantom's house. There was even meant to be a basement. I can't remember where it was though. I don't remember where it was. Oh, no, it was over here. So you had the gold over here. Oh, didn't mean to fly. Oh, thanks, Marcus. Appreciated. So then this was meant to be a basement. This was meant to be like, you know, people moving in. So maybe throughout then it could have been upgraded a bit. That was what was meant to be inside of here. Hello, Amnest. Welcome to the stream. How you doing? And then this is what is meant to be up here, next to the building. Phantom's logo with some stuff around it. Oh, phone and rocks. I should have fixed that, maybe. Not to think about carefully. And you can just run through here, and then this is like a note of a bunch of computers. Well, oh my god, this house is kind of hard to navigate through. Navigate a little bit. It's kind of a bit confusing sometimes. I don't know, just my opinion. Yeah, that was meant to be like the Phantom's house, while it's cool. And then you come up here, another layer of this house. Just a bunch of computer-based stuff, actually. Well, so anyone still watching the stream, I hope you're enjoying this preview. Let's see if we can get 29. Oh, someone unsubs. That sucks. Dude, I got like I remember when I was on holiday, I got like 40 subscribers, but I've kind of slowed down since I've like came back. What season this? This is season 7. The reason I'm showing all of this now is because chapter 5's now scrapped. So I want to show everyone here what was meant to come. Oh, okay. This chair was slightly floating. Okay. Geez, are these chests kind of floating? I think they might be slightly floating. We're hoping to get 1k by the end of this month, so if you help out, guys, you might get a shout out. Yeah, if you want to get a shout out, make sure to help me out reach 1k, and you'll to get a shout out. Like I said, the people that help me reach 1k, or really try and help me reach 1k, will get a shout out. So the sooner we get 1k, the sooner I'll do the shout out. So that's pretty much for Dust City though. It's a cool POI though. It's kind of like Stronghold, Dust Dino, and Skyscraper City all mixed. I forgot to mention we also have the section over. This is also from Skyscraper City. Yeah, that was what the POI was meant to be for the season. So yeah. Also, this boat from Luminous Lake was actually meant to finally fall down. So that's kind of cool, just for detail. But yes, that is pretty much it though. That's not even showing off all the stuff for the future seasons. There was one more update I had to show you. I'm not AFK. Like I said, I'm not AFK, Corey. You can literally hear me. I just checked. I thought my mic wasn't working, but no. You should be able to still hear me. Like Sparks, by the way, when I was on holiday, I had 970 subscribers. Like when I first went on holiday, when I went on holiday for that week, and then some people who shouted me out. So I got 40 subscribers, but I've kind of slowed down. So yeah, cause the people hit the person that helps me reach 1k, or tries to help out so much, will get a shout out. So the sooner you help me reach 1k, the sooner I will give people shout outs. I'm gonna do a lot of shout outs on each 1k. So yeah, I'm going to show 7.2 guys. The 7.1 was meant to be a Halloween update for the season, and then this was meant to be 7.2. I just forgot to mention, guys. Before I show you the map, there's one thing I just picked out about this new update in creative today. If you didn't know, guys, I didn't see anyone cover this, and I'm just going to cover it for anyone who didn't know. They actually had a new water up to the Water Cube gallery. If I can find it, it's down here. They actually had a brand new water piece to be this, I believe this slurp-ish water. I guess that'd be cool for, I don't know what this could be best for. Could be cool for, I guess, for Slurpee, PORs. So if you're trying to do a Slurpee song kind of look. I don't know, maybe that could be fun. I'm just taking a look. Is this another see-through water? Please tell me this is another see-through water. Oh, maybe I got the wrong water piece. I can't remember. There was a slight water piece that I found. I didn't place the whole gallery down because there was a new variant they added to the Water Cube gallery. Before I do though, what's season 6? Right, reply. When is but chapter 5 is scrapped. Chapter 5 is completely scrapped now because of people keep saying copying the story water. Yeah, they added the slurp water. So I believe, correct me if I'm wrong, I believe it was this piece here. This piece I'm looking at. Was it this piece, right? I believe it was this one. Oh wait, no. Those aren't the slurp water. That's just some old water I was looking at. Wait. I'm confused at the moment. Ah, yeah, got the wrong piece. Wait. Correct me if I'm wrong. Is this new piece of water here? Correct me if I'm wrong. Is this a new water piece? I haven't seen this one. I don't remember seeing this one. I remember all these other pieces, obviously. I like how we have all these see-through water and creative, obviously. I'm confused because I'm not familiar with this water piece. And oh yeah, that's actually something I don't know because we have so much water pieces. Oh yeah, this is the slurp water. I was looking at the wrong piece. I'm confused. I don't know. Maybe it's just me. Aha! This was the slurp water piece, and you can actually see through this one, which is kind of cool. I mean, you can see through. This is another see-through water, but the only thing is you can't see two up placed under the map. Yeah, I'm gonna keep a look at this a second. I'm just looking at experiment. Oh no, yeah, I said. Yeah, you must have corrected me wrong. I just don't remember that one. I remember all the other side. That's like clear-ish water, and then that's the brownish one. I'm looking at those wall pieces. Obviously, they have what we already have currently. Let me show you the map, anyways. So if you're still watching, guys, this is our update. I didn't finish this one, but this was what the concept was going to look like. Oh no, we could do that. I'm just looking through the war pieces before I show you off the map. I just like how we have so much more see-through water pieces in creative now, and it's just awesome. But dude, they have so much water pieces now actually in creative. It's like so much. It's crazy to think how much we have now in creative. Isn't it crazy, right, guys? We have so much water pieces now in creative. It's kind of like, dude, I can't believe they've really expanded. They've really worked hard on this. Aha, that's what the slot people for. I'm gonna keep that there. Oh, I didn't make the Halloween update. The Halloween update was meant to just be Halloween related map changes, but then there'll be others. That'll be it. Anyways, I'll show you this update. Anyways, this is what was gonna come in this update. So basically, this mothership was gonna move above the middle of the map and abduct POIs. It was going to abduct POIs like Luminous Lake. I'll show you Jagged Jungle first. It was meant to abduct the dam. Didn't finish the detail yet. It was meant to abduct the dam and then flood Jagged Jungle. Now, luckily with this flood, it was only meant to be on this section of the map, and that was it. Nowhere else. It was just meant to be this small section of the map here. There was not meant to be a flood anywhere else. So I know people like Sparkstorms don't really like floods, but it was meant to just be Jagged Jungle getting flooded and nowhere else. At least there was no other floods anywhere else. So I guess that was the better bit about the flood. It was only a certain bit of the map, and not the whole map. That was what it was meant to be over here. I can see it's a really split thing, floods. Like, some people like it, but some don't. That's why I'm not going to do it anymore. I don't know, if I ever do floods again, it will just only be out of a small portion of the map. But that's what it was meant to be. This is what Luminous Lake was meant to look like. Luminous Lake was actually meant to be abducted by this mothership over here in the sky, the mothership. And actually be destroyed here. This was all meant to be inside the zone. This was meant to be all abducted. Luminous Lake looking pretty abducted, huh? If you ask me. There's meant to be a section here where you could like get up here. Right, I could have made it with the abduction bit where maybe I could have used a different terrain underneath. I don't know. Just a thought. So there's a bunch of stuff meant to be floating. I just saw like boats floating, obviously. Terrain floating, boats floating. So this is what the pill was meant to look like. So this house here was meant to still be probably here, as you saw, but it was meant to be like destroyed, like this. So you can see, you could still go inside of here, but it'll be like pretty destroyed. And this room would still be here, but it'll be all destroyed. It was meant to be like conducted and destroyed. That was what it was meant to be like looking like here. Frenzy, no, not the Frenzy Factories, no, sorry, no, not Food Factories. This building here was also, this is part of the house that it was meant to be broken apart, and you, as you saw, you got all this. That was what it was meant to look like over here. And then this bit was meant to be floating. This house here was split in half, was meant to be split in half. So, for example, you could still go inside of this house, but it'd be all like, you know, ruined again and that stuff. I'll show you the zone. I'll show you what it was meant to do. And then if you come inside of here, look at the detail. See, just damage. So the lava shape just, you know, damaging it. I don't think I will be doing this in Adventurous Royale, since I'll be copying what Fortnite did. So I doubt I'll be doing this in next chapter. But only time will tell when I discuss with the developers. But I don't think it probably will. But yeah, I think it looks kind of cool with the I guess the deduction, if you ask me. And this is what other side here. It was meant to be, you know, another thing you'd go inside. This is the other bit of the house here. Just, you know, broken in the other bit. So yeah, that was what was meant to happen. That was it for Devastated Lake. That was probably something called Devastated Lake. And then we didn't finish doing Flame Factories. If you're wondering why these two factories are still here, I forgot to delete them, so that's why. So don't ask me why they're still here. And then there's another bit here you can just light the pot on, and yeah. So this tree is obviously been floating around, but I think this looks pretty cool actually. The detail in this one. So this building here is actually still fully intact, mostly intact, but. If you think about it though, it is though abducted, and it has a couple of props. It's been slightly moved a bit. This prop's been slightly rotated, only so slightly. This building, I love this detail on this one. You know, I love this detail. You know, the destroyed walls and stuff. If you go inside of it, actually, it's still pretty similar in the bottom. But if you come up here, it was meant to be all just ruined and stuff. And then this building was also meant to be just ruined as well. You know, this box moved up, and then this part over here is still here. The other was meant to be. We didn't finish all of it though. For this part of the part was meant to still be floating. If I ever do a bit when I put buildings floating, I might just do it like, I don't know. I don't know if I'm gonna do it next chapter, but only time to discuss. Well, you probably want to know what would happen if I start the game, and obviously when I show you the PORs. This is what will happen. This is what was going to happen, and what will happen. It's the same in both, so I don't need to show gameplay rates. So if you go in this POI here, it was actually meant to be floating. Oh, okay, I can't move. That's just a flaw loop. Flawless game removed next chapter because for reasons. Because of the custom loophole, and I've got planned, and two, it just causes lag. Yeah, you can actually, this is actually good, the low gravity effect actually. It's kind of unique actually. It helps a lot with jumping from island to island, and even the way if you fall down. And even if you fall down, you don't even take fall damage, and you could just, you know, glide back up. I mean, that was pretty much what the zone was meant to be. It was just meant to basically be, you know, low gravity effect. So yeah, that was what it was really meant to be. I'm just gonna have a bit of gameplay. We'll definitely have a play of this. Obviously, to say goodbye. A play of this maybe tomorrow or in the next upcoming. Dude, a fun fact. I actually did this before, but the Slurpy Swap leaks even was shown. I actually did this before Slurpy Swamp people got abducted. By the way. Before Slurpy even got abducted, I literally even did this before Slurpy even came in the actual game. Before Slurpy even got abducted in the actual game. This abducted version of Luminous Lake was literally here, but I literally made it before the abducted Slurpy Swamp came. So, how am I copied? But yeah, again, the low gravity thing kind of works out well. I think you can just, you know, jump from island to island, and it's pretty unique actually. Like, guys, did you know they actually a lot of the invasion galleries Personally, I don't think I'll be using any of the props from there. I don't know. There could be an occasional use, but Fortnite's got to be me. I mean, dude, Fortnite, obviously, they can obviously do what they want, but I did build this though before the Doc Slab something like that, so shouldn't be complaining each. Alright, and then let me impulse out of here. Good, why not? And then you just go back to normal when you just get come out the zone. Yeah. So yeah, that was kind of meant to be our abducted, luminous lake looking stuff. Freaky Factories was meant to be the exact same though. And that was really cool. But yeah, like I said, if you didn't know in creative though, just saying if they did add the invasion guys, I don't know if I'll be using them though. I mean, they're really good props though, but I just don't know if it will be useful for my next tip. Yo, you know what about the new slurp water thing? Yo, that's actually cool. If you look on the outside of the building, it actually has this cool wall effect, but when you go inside, it hasn't got the effect. So if you go on, I don't get this. That's actually confusing me a bit. Now, I'm gonna rotate this around. Do them. That's kind of unique actually though, like having that. It looks kind of cool with the water effect though. That's just what I like. It looks just kind of cool when you're looking like on the outside. It just looks like, you know. How cool does that look though, eh? Kind of looks actually cool if you ever put it like that. But when you go inside, nothing really doesn't look great on the inside. But when you're just looking from the outside, it looks great. Well, I guess that's pretty awesome. My controller's really annoying me, bruv. Yeah, I'm just gonna use my keyboard now. It'll be easier. God, I like that, which is awesome. But that's pretty awesome though. I'm gonna just play around with some of these new stuff though, because oh, I haven't got enough memory to place that, but I can. Oh guys, did you know with some of the new devices they've actually had some new devices in this update? If you don't know, you should all probably know this, but if you don't, then I can tell you. But there's some really cool stuff with this actually you can do. Like you can just do effects. Aha! So that was the that's the firework. You got large fireworks. Yeah, I changed the speed actually, just showing you. Yo, that's actually insane. I could do this really good thing. Oh my god, that's actually insane. That's actually insane. And then if I dude, these effects are really awesome. And they can have leaves, which I don't. Aha, there we go. Yeah. Not my favourite effect, but I guess a cool idea. And then eyes, these are kind of spooky. If this was Halloween, that's actually really cool. bats. You've got some like more wildlife. Looking at animal look. If I actually look kind of cool. Lightning. Dude, that's actually awesome. We need to change this one too. Ah, there we go. So that's what I'm just showing you. And then embers is meant to be like, ah yes, it's like that. And then fog, I'm trying to see fog at the moment, but I don't see any. Ah! I do, I just saw something. Let's say for example just put some down here and then just spam a few. Maybe we got that. There we go, it's got some like fog effect and it just comes in random areas. That's actually pretty sick, if you ask me. That's pretty sick. Alright, and then you got the sparkles, which yes, it's like that, and then you got disco balls. This is a new effect, so they've got some of the old stuff into one device, but also they added some new ones like disco balls. Spark rain, so there it is, that's how it is. It won't work. Oh, yo, that actually looks sick. Oh, guys, you're gonna like this. This is actually like the Travis Scott one. This is very similar, I believe, to the one from Travis Scott. Look, guys, you can actually do this in your maps, like this concert rain, if you didn't know. This looks a bit like the one from the Travis Scott event, I'm pretty sure. That actually looks kind of cool. So if you ever decide to do concert events in your map, like you just put like some random music from Fortnite Creative, you could just just do that. I don't know. I don't know. You ask me. I don't know. You tell me. It looks amazing. So look at that. Just look at that now. Just look at that. Like sheesh. That would certainly be cool if I ever did that. Now, I like the spark rain one. This is actually kind of cool because it, it's like, it's actually quite cool. Some new particle effects. It's actually amazing. This is. I love the concert rain though. This is actually quite good. It's like the fire looking stuff. That's actually unique. That is actually unique, dude. That's so unique, bro. But yeah, that's just what just experimenting, looking through this. Amazing, bro. I love that this new stuff. But yeah, that's pretty much it though for me to show regarding chapter 5. That was all the future plans, future season plans. That was gonna come. Yeah, it's not to say that they've actually added some new effects, like it's not, it's got some of the old ones. I was worried if it was just gonna be mostly old effects but in one device, but no. They've even added some, like, at least some new ones, so the disco balls and then the concert rain and spark rain. That's actually quite nice. Definitely got like the concert rain though. That's actually really nice. Didn't think I would be I don't know. God, my phone is I'm just trying to. Oh my God, there we go. Alright. I don't think we will be able to Sparks because I do have to leave and I have to go off my PC in 15 minutes. Catch me in Naughty every day. Ah, yes, Lex, I'm not surprised you're doing that meme, aren't ya? Right, I think I might end the stream though, but I thought that was a good stream though, just to show like all the plans for chapter 5, what was going to happen for the rest of the map, just so you all know. Tomorrow we're either going to be tomorrow we're probably either gonna play some pubs or even just do some of the stuff I was just talking about, playing the maps. But for now, I'm gonna end the stream. Thank you for watching. Make sure to subscribe, and let's see if we can try and reach 1K before the end of the month. And whoever that wants, and if you do become the 1,000 subscriber, you must tell me because I would give a shout out. And if you do reach 1K